Universal City is actually its own city. We have our own Department of Motor Vehicles, our own honorary mayor, Mr. Jerry Van Dyke, our own postal code, and our own fire station, which is on my side of the tram. We call it Fire Station 51, after the 1970s television show Emergency. Maybe some of you ladies recognize our firefighters from our famous calendar. Maybe not. Hey folks, if you look on my side of the tram, you see this big green wall. In case you're wondering what's on the other side of that, well folks, I'll tell you what. On the other side of that green wall is probably the most exciting spine-tingling attractions here at Universal Studios Hollywood. We're talking about a ride that was 65 million years in the making, Jurassic Park River Adventure. You'll wish it was just a movie. Now folks, that's the facade that Gus Van Sant had constructed for his version of Psycho. But the original Psycho house was built by Alfred Hitchcock. Well, not actually by Alfred Hitchcock, by some guys that worked for him. But it's called a shell. There's nothing actually inside the Psycho house. Nobody lives there. Well, except, of course, Mother. Now, Vince Vaughn was in the remake of Psycho, but he was also in another movie we filmed here at Universal. It's called Jurassic Park: The Lost World. And everything you see now on the driver's side is Site B of engine technology. And folks, if you look off on my side of the tram, that brown house was originally built for the movie The Great Outdoors, starring John Candy and Dan Aykroyd. Yeah, but most recently it was used ladies for the Warner Bros.
Bit of food, bit of wine, what else, eh?
Now. It's our oldest soundstage on the Universal lot. It's inside of there that we filmed Phantom of the Opera. We do a lot of filming on the front lot here, folks. For example, we just filmed Light, starring Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, and Bowfinger, starring Eddie Murphy and Steve Martin. Off on the driver's side of the tram, folks. That's soundstage 27. Those of you who are a fan of Ron Howard be interested to know that's where he filmed all of the Houston Mission Control sequences. Those big white blocks are styrofoam. We use those for props and sets. And if you look on my side of the tram, you can recognize Mr. Ron Howard's parking spot. He's here filming a movie for us called The Grinch. It stars Jim Carrey and it'll be out in theaters this Christmas. Folks, we've come up on the television situation comedy portion of the front lot. Right through here, we film all of our TV sitcoms. For example, we film Pain, starring John Larroquette, Brother's Keeper, starring William Ragsdale. We've also filmed such TV shows as The Monsters, Magnum P.I., Coach, starring Craig D. Nelson. We have these soundstages set up a little bit differently since we have bleachers inside of them so we can bring in a live audience, watch this TV show. And if you look off on my side of the tram, folks, looks like we've rented out some space on the Universal lot to a trailer park. Well, that's not true, folks. That's actually where we keep all of our actors nowadays. Matter of fact, the story goes, the bigger the trailer, the bigger star the actor is. Also on my side of the tram, building 480. That's our technical building. That's where we take care of a lot of behind-the-scenes work. For example, the electrical or the plumbing of sets. That's where we built the DeLoreans for the Back to the Future movie. And if you look off on the driver's side of the tram, it's over there. You see small tan buildings. Those are called bungalows, folks. Now it's inside of there. They used to house our contract stars like Lucille Ball, Rock Hudson, Doris Day. Well, the contract days ended. Instead of destroying all the bungalows, what we did is we brought them down here in the front block, we turned them into production offices. Matter of fact, we opened a very famous Silhouette. Home bungalow number 105. That's out for Hitchcock. And on my side of the tram, folks, that sounds still part of the building 447. Inside there, we have the production offices for the Steven Spielberg movie Small Soldiers, along with the production offices for a movie coming out later on this year called Mystery Men. Mystery Men stars Janine Garofalo, Vince Stiller, William H. Macy, and Tom Owens. Let's take a good look at some of the buildings around us. They're some of the last real buildings you're going to be seeing for a while, because we're now moving into an area of the park called the Metropolitan Sets. This is the Backlot, folks. These buildings are called facades. They're not actually real buildings, folks. They're made out of lightweight materials. Right now we're on San Francisco Street. Right here that we filmed McMillan and Wife, Ironside. And if you'll keep your eyes peeled down on my side of the tram, you can see where we filmed the motion picture The Sting, starring Robert Redford and Paul Mann. And folks, as we round this bend right here, you'll recognize this as Courthouse Square. Motion picture Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3, amongst many, many other motion pictures. Obviously, right now our courthouse is getting a facelift. That's because we're going to be changing it for an upcoming production later on in the year. But you can still recognize the clock on the top of the building up there, folks. That's where Doc Brown was plugging in the extension cords that would then harness the lightning. That would then send the DeLorean back to the future.
The destruction continues east, causing thousands to flee their homes. Basically, they are powerless to stop it.
We're now hovering above the wreckage of a crushed L train that helicopter decided to searching for. Wait! There's a tramload of people down there! We've got to go down the portal and take 10 people on the tram! You are in danger!
This is the police. I see him. It's King Kong. He's behind
I know, folks, there he is on my side of the tram. It's all dark and scary. It's King Kong. Watch out, he's got a hold of the cables on the bridge. The bridge could go at any moment. You guys hang on. Third and fourth cars are stuck on the bridge. You guys hang on back there. Well, folks, congratulations. You were just face-to-face with one of the world's largest animated creations and lived to tell about it. Of course, I'm talking about King Kong. In case you're wondering, King Kong stands over 30 feet tall, weighs over 13,000 pounds, 600 of which is synthetic fur. Now, and King Kong, of course, made his motion picture debut in the 1933 production offices here. Matter of fact, a lot of stars had production offices throughout here. Tom Cruise, Tom Selleck, Peter Falk, Dan Aykroyd, all that production offices right here. Well, folks, we're taking you down New York Street right now. That brown building we just passed was used in the movie Legal Eagles. Right through here we filmed the movie from Paramount called Payback, starring Mel Gibson. Also on this corner we filmed Go Go Gadget from Disney. Rocky and Bullwinkle. We also filmed Earthquake through here. Not to mention the Blues Brothers. And remember the last car chase sequence of the Blues Brothers when the car fell through the pavement? It was all filmed right through here. Also, we filmed the big summer blockbuster through here, Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me from New Line Cinema. That's right, remember the sequence where Elvis Costello and Burt Bacharach were singing to Heather Graham? Jumped right here, folks. Yeah, it had all these buildings painted neon colors, and I brought in a bunch of 1960s British vehicles. I brought in some double-decker buses, so it looked just like London of the 1960s. Well, not that I was in London in the 1960s, but if I was, I'm guessing that's what it would look like. Also, folks, if you look off on the driver's side of the tram, you can see how all of the roads curve in the Metropolitan sets. That's to give the illusion that it goes on, the road goes on forever. Little director's trick we use. Now, folks, these Metropolitan sets are some of the newest structures on the Universal lot. I'd like to direct your attention, if I could, to one of the oldest structures on the Universal lot. This bridge on my side of the tram was originally built in 1960 for a silent movie. We don't use it anymore. It's old, decrepit. I don't know if it'll hold up me, much less an entire tramload of people. But we keep. Oh my gosh! Did you see the bridge? By the way, Fred, where are you going? By the way, I know just because we won the soccer. But Fred, I know. Fred, I know you're living the Vida Loca, but we got a tramload of people here to think about. Well, I know we're okay. All right. I guess Fred's feeling lucky today. That's when the bottom drops out. Hey, give Fred a big round of applause, huh? Get trouble. He didn't want me to say anything, but this first day with the license, so congratulations, Fred. Actually, folks, I was kidding with you. We didn't build this bridge in 1960. We built it in the 1970s. And if you watch, it'll rebuild itself on my side of the tram. Rise before the rise. Come on, get up there. Rise. Come on. Up there you go. My apartment was like that. And some other things. Hey, folks, I recognize that bridge from the TV show Quantum Leap, starring Scott Backlot, Bionic Woman, $6 Million Man. Folks, you might also recognize it's amazing to me about this bridge that looks like it's out in the middle of nowhere. It's a very remote location. That's because of all the trees and shrubs around it. We owe that to our Greens Department. Our Greens Department is the largest department here at Universal Studios Hollywood. As a matter of fact, take a look down off of Fred's left shoulder. You can see part of the Greens Department. It's down there that we have over 7,500 different species of plants. Some are as small as 2 inches, others as large as 20 feet tall. We've got some trees on cars we wheel around. Now sometimes you can't use live plants, folks, because on a sound stage, because the lights will kill them, so it becomes necessary to build your own plants. As a matter of fact, everything we're passing now on the driver's side is artificial or man-made. That's right, we have created just from motion pictures. What appears to be green moss on the trees is actually just sawdust, green paint, and blue, and you can even see where some of our trees have grown handles. And folks, right now we're coming into Bedrock. Believe it or not, we're filming a prequel to the Flintstones called Viva Rock Vegas. It stars Stephen Baldwin. This is some of the original set pieces used in the motion picture of the Flintstones. That's right, folks. Now, from the Flintstones to Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park, The Lost World, as we pass through the gates of engine technology, you can notice the set pieces and vehicles on each side of the road. Now, these were actually used in the motion picture of The Lost World. For example, that camouflage medevac vehicle was where they had the baby Tyrannosaurus Rex that they were working on. They were fixing it. It's broken leg. And of course, the mother came. She was very upset. She pushed it over the cliff. It wasn't really a cliff, folks. Just a parking garage here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Of course, these dinosaur bones aren't real, folks. If they were, they'd be in a museum. We just created them just for the motion picture. You see, folks, that's the beauty of Hollywood right there, is that we can create things to look like any way we want them to. For example, the road that we're on right now was at one time covered with thousands of pounds. Now, folks, if you look at some of the vehicles in the Jurassic Park motion picture, those are called picture cars, folks. Now, picture car is a technical term for a vehicle that appears on any frame of film in the motion pictures. Now, they don't actually have to have transmissions or engines or motors or even steering wheels, for that matter. A lot of times, a picture car is just a vehicle, the shell of vehicle that we roll around to park, just to give a location more scenery. You need a parked car there. Sometimes we've got some of those, they don't even have engines. We just tow them over there and park them. We got a special treat for you guys right now. We're taking you into an area of the park called Old Mexico. And what's so great about coming into Old Mexico today is that our weather effects department has completed some setup on coming to shoot. We're going to see if we can get these guys to show us what they've been working on. These guys are true craftsmen, true artisans in every sense of the word. Last night's going to see if they'll show us what they've been working on. Hey guys, do you mind showing us some of those weather effects you've been working on?
Can you give us some thunder and lightning? Okay, let's add in a little rain. Freddie, is that too much rain? I don't know if the system can handle it.
You know what, Freddie, he's right. If you get too much water on the ground becomes saturated, and there's always the potential for, oh my gosh, folks, here it comes. The top of the mountain, the flood. Pretty amazing, huh, folks? Now, believe it or not, we're going to take all that water, recycle it to the top of the mountain, and recycle it through the drinking fountains. I'm just kidding.
Glad I drink so
You might also recognize the entire area from the 20th Century Fox motion picture Fletch Lives, starring Chevy Chase. Served as the Bible Inn Amusement Park, got a sign up on some Noah's Ark for 10 minutes. Also, folks, this is where he filmed the TV show Simon and Simon. That's right, every time the brothers used to go down to Tijuana, Mexico to partake of a libation, well, they never actually left the Universal Backlot.
It's here.
Now, folks, we're turning down Denver Street right now. Denver Street's the oldest street in the Universal lot. It's on the street that when our founder, Carl Lipton, purchased the property in 1914, he started filming over 150 Westerns each year. Now, it was easier to film that many Westerns for one reason. They were silent. They were shorter, but also they were silent movies, so we didn't have to worry about syncing sound in post-production. Now, what I'd like you to notice is that the bricks on these buildings is not actually really brick. It's styrofoam rubber painted to look like brick. The reason we did that was to do a lot of fight sequences in our cowboy movies. We'd have our actors getting thrown up against the wall again and again. We didn't want them to get hurt, so we made the bricks foam rubber, and that way they just bounce.